Hi Alex, so if we just go through just the brief changes and stuff you just keeping your eye on more than anything, just to make sure that you stay sort of within the slot. So, as the club moves away, there's a lot of stuff here that kind of doesn't fit the textbook, but we're not too worried about that. If we look at the position that you return the club to on the way down, there's not a lot wrong with that, so we're not going to kind of go near changing stuff on the backswing. Obviously again it looks very flat in this position, which wouldn't necessarily be what you would try to copy, but so we're not going to worry about that. We're not going there. So the stuff that we're trying to feel at the top of the swing, it does feel just a little bit shorter. It feels like we don't really want the head being back over here where it was to start off with, so that's just feeling just a little bit less in the wrist, and not necessarily a shorter swing, but just feeling the wrists don't kind of overwork, keeping it simple. So in the downswing now, before you would get the right hip moving really fast, moving sort of out and round, and the pressure would get into that toe extremely early. The heel would be off the ground before you've even started your downswing really. So you can see now that obviously it does still work, and it works out and round, and it is moving up a little bit, but that right heel's just planted into the ground. So what that enables you to do is just keep a little bit more depth with that left arm. So as before, where the left arm would move out and past this line, and then you would have to sort of tilt back in order to keep the head back behind. You can see now that the left arm stays within what I would call that this main V that we draw from the shaft, and then the one from the hosel up through your shoulder line. So there's not that need to let the club tilt so far back and behind. So as you work the club down now, you can see brilliantly through this V line on this one here. Let me just get it up. It was the one where you created very much the zero path. Here we go. So this was the swing that you hit. So this is what we're trying to do. If we're trying to hit the ball straight, the club path is created by the swing direction effectively being sort of half the attack angle. If you work on that that basis, that this and this creates this. So once the club path is more neutral for you, obviously the feeling of the face can be much more passive. Right the way through to ball. You can see you hit this one right out of the middle, and kind of understanding as well that obviously to create a zero path, the hands are not working in a straight line towards the target. They are going to be working round to the left and up. So again, you can see I've just drawn this line in now, so you can see your hands are much more matched to your body, and moving inwards and upwards. That's the main understanding of getting there. That's what you have to do to create that zero path. The hands are not going to work to the right. But yeah, I mean, from here you can see, and I've just put this little, obviously we just put this in here as well, just to give you a bit more of a feeling more than anything. But try not to get bogged down in the technical aspect, and looking more at what the ball flight does, and then you can work back from that on the range. But as a downswing here, which is obviously the business end, there's really not a lot wrong with that one.